gonna have to go for Brava to take a hit. But Brava probably can't take much of a hit. Earth Power. Yeah, that's what I thought. I really don't want to go with Metang because this thing clearly has ground type moves that will probably hurt me a lot. Go Swampert. Swampert should be able to outspeed this thing at this point. Mighty Water. Just don't miss. There we go. I just realized I'm going to go way over the level I need to be. Get rid of Curse. Yeah, because Turtwig is 14 to evolve. Wow, I'm 10 levels above where I need... That's not good. What did I miss out on because of that? Please don't say I missed out on Razor Leaf. I don't think I missed out on Razor Leaf. As long as I didn't miss out on Razor Leaf, I don't care. Because I know this thing doesn't learn Earthquake till like the late 30s, early 40s. And that's a big move I care about. I think it's a Grotle. Here we are, Grotle. Is that shiny or not? No, it's clearly not shiny, that's right. If you find a shiny, you'll know because they've changed that now so that shinies are clearly marked when you catch them with a star. This is clearly not a shiny. It's just that it's kind of gold, and in all honesty, if you've ever seen like the shiny version of Grotle, which I have, now that I think about it, like the shiny version of it looks less shiny than its normal version. And I can't even begin to explain why that would be. It just is, for no explainable reason. Like, a shiny Grotle looks less shiny than its non-shiny counterpart. It's kind of silly. Because the whole point of having shiny Pokemon is that they're not necessarily more colorful. Like, they have a different coloration, but usually that different coloration ends up being more colorful. Like, makes them stand out more. The shiny version of Grotle makes it stand out less, I find. As silly as that sounds, it totally does. I keep thinking I see things in the grass and I don't see anything, and I look like an idiot for walking over here and wasting time. In any case, if anything, I should be hanging around different biomes than this, because I've already found the legendary here. So what's the point of hanging around here? I mean, outside of training, obviously. Well, then the fact that I have a healing center not too far from here, which I am currently working on returning to because I kind of need to heal. Not desperately, but healing would be nice at this point. Oh boy. Still can't believe I found that Moltres. Ridiculous luck off the start of this session. I have a feeling I'm not going to have any luck for the rest of this session just because of how lucky I got within the first, like, 15 minutes of this session to find a Moltres. Who could have predicted that? Like, in all honesty. Also, in all honesty, how good is the Swampert? That's not how you check stats. I am good at this game. Serious Nature. Is Serious a speed booster or an attack booster? Can't remember. I think it's an attack booster. It's definitely not a speed lower, because the attack boost speed lower is Brave. Don't ask me how I know this, I just do. I literally just do. Well, is it plus attack minus special? Because that seems to be the case. In which case it means this thing's going to be ridiculous for Earthquake, but it's not going to be so great with Water-type moves. Unless I get Aqua Tail, which counts as a physical attack. I'm pretty sure. Should probably go and take you out. Can't have you walking around my turf. Problem is, Magmar has pretty good special defense. So I might have to land a few good solid hits on him. Well, we might as well level up Grotle. There's a lot of Magmar in the area. By law, I mean literally just the one I see. And I guess a Sand Slash. Yeah, let's go for the Sand Slash. Swap. That should be good. Lower accuracy. Well, whatever. I'm going to go with my War. It's the only thing that can probably one-shot. There we are. Right. Should probably go and swim now. Is that Krabby or a Kingler? That is definitely a Kingler. No, let's go for it. Why not? Try Vibrava. It's probably not going to work. I go with Dragon Breath. I think Dragon Breath is 60 damage, Dragon Pulse is 90, and then Outrage is 100. Then Dragon Rush is 120. I think that's the Dragon type move tree, basically. Then there's a very special, like, Draco Meteor thing, which is ridiculous. So I go for Earth or Dragon. Oh, this has 90 power, so. And it does normal damage. Why not? It's currently my strongest move, so. And we're good. Mega Dragon, there we go. Oh boy. Okay, there's my boat. I should probably use that, to be completely honest. While I'm at it, I should probably fight this. I guess I'm gonna fight with Swampert, because, yeah. Largon can probably kill the Sonics, to be completely honest. Onix is kind of a really shitty Pokemon. Like, ridiculously shitty Pokemon Onix is. Like, there's no reason Onix should be this bad. Anyone who's played Gen 1 before knows that, like, the first time you ever fight Brock and you see his Onix, you're thinking, this is gonna be one hell of a fight. And it certainly is if you made the mistake of picking a Fire type. Because if you start the game with a Fire type, you have what I like to call Fire type disadvantage for, like, the first 2 gyms. It's pretty bad. But then after that, it gets better. Kind of. Actually, not really. You have advantage with the Grass-type gym, and that's about it. To be completely honest. And I guess to some extent, you have a little bit of advantage against Lorelei. A little bit. But I think some of her Pokemon are considered Water types, so. Not much of an advantage, really. There's really not much to the Fire-type advantage, to be completely honest. Nor is there really much point to picking a Fire-type star unless you know you're going to be able to get the Air too. In all honesty, if you played Gen 1 of Pokemon, you picked a Fire-type, I pity you, because you probably had to grind in freaking Viridian Forest for hours to beat Brock. Because all you're going to be able to do to his Onix is scratch an Ember. And it's just not fun. I can't even remember if Charmander in Gen 1 has Leer or Growl. If you have Leer, I guess it makes it better. If you have Growl, you're not winning that. Well, you could win. I'm not going to say you can't win. You can definitely win. I've done it myself. Just for the hell of it, to see how hard it would be if you took a Fire type in Gen 1. Like, the first couple gyms, it's unimaginable pain you have to go through to beat them. After that, though, you're pretty much home free until the Earth gym, but if you're actually playing the game correctly, you won't have any problems. To be completely honest. So in any case, I should probably head towards that Pokemon Center. Which I'm pretty sure is in this direction. Pretty sure, anyway. Oh boy. Should be getting close. Like, it's not. I know it's like on the other end of the forest, and there's actually quite a fair bit of distance we have to cover to get there, but you should be fairly close. Huh. I think we're almost there now anyway. The unfortunate thing is I don't have any Master Ball anymore, so if I do run into any more legendaries, I'm not going to be able to capture them. Well, I might be able to. I'm not going to say I'm not going to be able to. I have in theory enough Pokeballs to do it if I get incredibly lucky. In theory only, though. I kind of don't want to be in this forest right now, because if Zapdos spawns and I don't have a Master Ball. Come to think of it, in theory, I'm going to get my ass kicked by level 70 if I try fighting it. Unless I get incredibly lucky and it's like one of those situations where it doesn't know any good attack moves. Or any attack moves in general. It just like has like status effect and recovery moves. I didn't want that Beedrill to fight me, actually. Mighty Wire. What else can I do? That's how I miss, I guess. Guess we know what we can do now. Swampert. Swampert's kind of pretty cool. Kind of pretty cool. This one, not so much. I don't like the fact that it's basically been nerfed because of its serious nature, but I'm not sure if its serious nature is plus attack minus special. I think it might be. In all honesty, I would have preferred anything that doesn't decrease my special. Like, I would have even taken the Brave nature, as much as I don't like using slow Pokemon, because it basically gives you a disadvantage for, like, almost every battle, pretty much, unless you're fighting super slow Pokemon. Having your speed hindered is not good. Like, in all honesty, going to Elite Four with, like, a team of level 60 Pokemon that are all slow makes the Elite Four way harder than going into the Elite Four with a team of level 60 Pokemon that can at least outspeed half the Elite Four's Pokemon. Like, being able to outspeed shit really, really does help. To the point where if you're gonna do, like, AI battles, you want to have the faster Pokemon. Because basically, half the AI tries to do setups to stuff, and the other half of the AI just tries to, like, do powerful moves right off the bat. And avoiding taking that damage, or avoiding them setting up stuff to screw you over, potentially, is so helpful, it's not even funny. Like, to the point where it can literally make or break, like, your success with the game. Basically. So that reminds me, I'm still looking for a Bulbasaur, aren't I? Well, at least I'm in the right biome for that. Kind of not a great biome for trading, but whatever. Well, I suppose I can fight the Ghastly. I'll use Bite. Why? Because Bite and Ghost types and all that stuff. Would you like to hit it? Would you like to wake up? Like, seriously. This is kind of getting ridiculous. There we are. So just out of interest, how good is this Squirtle? Actually, I'll wait to check its stats so it's in its final evolution, because every time Pokemon evolves, it gets a pretty big stat boost. To, like, most, if not all, of its stats. So, yeah. Probably better to just wait till it evolves to check my stats. Because checking him now might make me think that's a little bit weaker than what it actually is. Oh, we do have Miltanks here. Problem is they're all low-level Miltanks, so... like this thing that wants to fight me for no reason. I'm pretty sure it's actually a command you can enter now. Like, well, you can't enter it, but if you edit the config file, there's actually a line that you can edit so that decides whether or not Pokemon can initiate battle with you. In all honesty, I kind of half want to do it, but at the same time, in Pokemon games, Pokemon randomly attack you anyway in bushes, so I actually kind of prefer to just be able to... like, I think it stays a little bit truer to the Pokemon games if you just leave that on. Like, I mean, it's nice to be able to turn it off if you want to do a certain type of thing. But, in all honesty, it's probably for the best to just leave it on. Huh. See if we can find a Bulbasaur soon. I'll try fighting this thing. It's only level 28, really? Whatever. I don't really have anything I could use with that Pokemon anyway, so I have to swap out. Dark types aren't very good against fighting types. Not that Growl is a dark type, but Bite is one of its stronger moves right now. I think Mega Drain is actually only 40 damage. Bite is 60, so I think Bite is right now my strongest move with him. Next to Tackle, of course, which is kind of really sad. So yeah, really, Pidgey? Really? I like this above my head view. Seems that they've changed the camera placement for the battles. I think. I don't think it was above your head view before. That's Eradicate. What level? 24? Not really interested. Beedrill, you can be up to like level 40 something, so even this is probably a bad idea. Let's go for it. To be completely honest, like, when I played Gen 1, I think, even though my favorite color was blue and therefore I got Pokemon Blue and everything, when I got Blastoise, my brother had Pokemon Red and he had the Charmander and had to deal with like 50 levels of hell trying to get through that game. Just because of how bad that game is for picking fire types. But yeah. In all honesty, I always thought Charizard was cooler. Because he's a fucking dragon. I don't care how cool your turtle looks, your turtle can never be a dragon. If they make a dragon turtle, that would be the shit. But it still wouldn't be as cool as just a dragon. And even though Charizard looks like a dragon, he's not a dragon type. Though I think Charizard's Mega Evolution might be dragon type. Don't quote me on that one. I still haven't played X and Y, so. And I actually don't really plan on playing X and Y until I finally give a shot at Black and White. The hell is that? I was not aware this Pokemon was Yea. I did not actually know this Pokemon was Yea. Does that mean Drifloon is in here too? I did not know that Drifloon was Yea. Where's its pre-evolution? I think this is actually the first, well, I guess second Gen 4 Pokemon added to this mod. The first being Turtwig and Grotle. Yeah, it's definitely a Gen 4. Ghost and Flying. That is an interesting find. I kind of want to catch him, but at the same time, I want to know if his pre-evolution is available yet. Because I know he has a pre-evolution. I'm looking for Drifloon, not Drifblim. I don't think it's implemented, though. He appears to have spawned in the plains, though. Maybe he spawned in the forest and walked out to the plains? I don't know. That's interesting in any case. It's also going to be interesting if I try to fight this thing. Especially because if he has any wind-type attacks, I'm about to die. Ghost and Flying. Use Bite, super effective against ghosts. He does have some wind or flying type attacks. It's not good. Gonna have to swap out. Vibrava should be able to handle this. There's no reason Vibrava should not be able to handle this. Actually, that's the first time I've ever seen Drifblim. Oh, it's free too for Grotle? That's... Well, there's another starter. After it evolves, of course. Why does it look so damn shiny? Like, it's not bugging me, but why? Actually, it is kind of bugging me now I think about it. And Torterra, who looks pretty awesome. Like, it's not the coolest grass type, to be completely honest. Torterra is definitely not the coolest grass type, like, as far as looks go. As far as starters go, not the coolest, I don't think. I think Sceptile's pretty up there. Whatever. Then again, appearances is usually just a matter of opinion. I'd say Torterra is probably... I'd say, like, as far as appearance goes, I think he's above Venusaur and probably above Meganium. For me, anyway. So he's kind of middle of the pack. At least for me. But then again, the main reason I shit on Venusaur all the time is because fucking poison. If Venusaur wasn't a poison type, Venusaur would automatically be a better Pokemon in my book. Simply because he wouldn't be weak to Psychic. He'd still be weak to bug types. But who the hell ever uses bug types? Instantly weak to poison types, but who the hell ever uses poison types? Exactly. No one ever uses bug and poison types. Well, maybe they do now in the newer generations, because they've definitely made some improvements to bug types. Definitely in the newer generations. Poison types, I think, have always kind of got the shit end of the stick as far as stuff goes. But yeah. Like, in all seriousness, I honestly think poison types are one of the types of Pokemon that gets, like, the most overlooked. Like, every time they make a new Pokemon game. It's not because they're not eyeing new ones. It's more because they're just not eyeing new moves that are poison type. Like, I think there's a move called Cross Poison or something. Is that a Drifloon? Well, I answered my own question within 5 minutes. No, it's Drifloon. Why do I get them confused? No, seriously, why do I get them confused? Okay, so now we know these Drifloons definitely seem to spawn forests or the edge. I can't really seem to say. Both times I found them, they're like at the edge of a forest and the plains. If I found it deep in the forest or deep in the plains, I wouldn't have this issue. Because it could have spawned in the forest and walked to the plains. I don't know. I want to say maybe plains. Except, no, I've never seen it in the plains biome. It must be a forest. Use Thunder Wave. Let's just paralyze this thing right now. And then we'll try Dragon Rage. Oh, this is not good. This is not good, and it's not good for one reason alone. And that is that this thing is almost dead. You know what? I know this is not going to work at all, but I'm going to try it anyway, because I don't care about Safari Balls. Assuming Safari Balls even work the way they're supposed to. I'm pretty sure Safari Ball, like the lowest catch rate possible is a Pokeball. And I captured it with Safari Ball. There's no reason that should have worked. Literally zero reason that should have worked, and it did. Okay, Vulpix, you want to die. Well, I obliged. Didn't even know Drifloon and Drifloon were in the mod, and I now have a Drifloon. That's kind of cool, I guess, to be completely honest. Though at this point, I am actually kind of half wondering if they programmed it in so that Drifloon and Drifloon only spawn on specific days. It's another Chikorita. Too bad I don't really need another Chikorita. Oh boy. That's pretty close to evolving, though. Well, in any case, I do have my evolved forms of 2 Pokemon, so... Time to figure out who gets boxed and... Actually, wait, before I box, I'm healing. Healing is probably a good thing to do. Because unlike Gen 4, your Pokemon don't get healed when they go to the box. Pretty sure. I think that's the way it works. I can't remember. Or maybe it's in Gen 4 after you catch your Pokemon, its health is automatically stored. Don't remember. There's my Moltres. No, I'm going to replace Charizard. And the only reason I'm not going to regret this is because at least I have Dragon Rage on Dratini. At the very least. And that's also the only reason this Charizard's getting replaced, for now. It's not a permanent replacement, by no means. That's kind of why I'm... Actually, no, having Moltres for me is actually probably a really bad idea. The reason why is boss Pokemon. If I run into a boss Pokemon, it's not going to be fun. Okay, so it's that. I think I'll stash Swampert away. I'll go work on Totodile. Why not? Everyone loves Totodile, I think. Throw you with the Psychic types. You're a Ghost type. I should probably throw you with your types. You're actually Water type for now. You're normal. And you are a Grass. That's bugs. What am I doing? There we are. Okay, so anyone else I want to replace? Okay, you two, you three actually still need to evolve. Well, for the sake of going another decent, cool starter, Trico. No honesty, I think in Gen 2, like, I was terribly torn in, not Gen 2, but Gen 3, I was terribly torn between starting with Trico. Actually, Gen 3, I think, had the three best starters, to be completely honest. Like, not like their first forms, but like my opinion of all three stars in Gen 3 changes drastically depending on which of their three evolutions they're in. Like as far as appearance goes. And this it sounds kind of terrible when I say it like that,